graduates, families, and friends, please rise for the party of the President of the University of Georgia.
Good morning. The University of Georgia welcomes members of the class of 2021 and their families and friends to this fall's undergraduate commencement ceremony. Here at the birthplace of public higher education in America, we are proud to celebrate the accomplishments of our outstanding students with you. Please remain standing for the presentation of the flag of the United States of America and the flag of the state of Georgia, to be followed by our national anthem. The colors will be presented by cadets from the University of Georgia, Air Force and Army ROTC units. The national anthem will be led by Theo Schramm, a voice performance major from Winder. Following the national anthem, please continue standing for the invocation to be offered by Lindsay Atkinson, Lead Associate Director of the UGA Wesley Foundation.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright sun and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Gracious God, we come from various faiths and spiritual traditions to honor the hard work and accomplishments of our graduates. We praise you for the opportunity to pursue higher education and for the chance to be a part of something larger than ourselves. We pray that you would direct the steps of each graduate, make them confident leaders in their communities, in our state, and in our world. Give them peace and assurance as they leave this season of their life and step into the next. May they be lifelong learners, and may they never forget the pride there is in being a Georgia Bulldog. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Theo, and thank you, Lindsay. I want to also express my appreciation to the UGA, Air Force, and Army ROTC cadets for presenting our colors. Today, we gather in this setting to formalize the accomplishments of the class of 2021. To our graduates, we recognize your hard work and dedication, your tenacity in overcoming challenges, and your commitment to the ideals of the University of Georgia. To the family members and friends in the audience with us today, I want to take just a moment to express my appreciation to all of you for your patience and perseverance. Our graduates could not have reached their goals without your support. Thank you very much. Amid the ongoing pandemic, the challenges set before us have been great, but the resolve of the UGA community has been even greater. The past 2 years have been some of the most difficult in the history for our university, for our nation, and for the world, but today we are reminded that anything is possible when we work together. Graduates, I hope you will remember the relationships you have formed with your classmates, advisors, professors, and others you met during your time here at UGA. These relationships will become even more important to you in the future as you look back upon the profound influence that they have had on your life. Remember the deep ties that bind us together, and remember that wherever you go throughout your life, you are a part of the UGA family. As a fellow alumnus, it is my honor to stand alongside you as a devoted member of our Bulldog Nation. All of you came here from different backgrounds. You studied different majors, you participated in different activities, and you are graduating with different credentials. But all of you have been educated in the same land-grant tradition of this great university. Whatever your field, your UGA education has now prepared you to use your knowledge to improve lives, to strengthen communities, and indeed to change the world. All of you should be proud of what you have accomplished so far, but know your work is just beginning. As a UGA alumnus, we do not rest on our laurels, nor do we forget the purpose of our education. While the degree you have earned and the opportunities you have experienced here will certainly help you achieve your personal goals, you are now equipped to become part of something larger than yourselves. Remember, we expect uncommon things from you because you are now a graduate of the University of Georgia. Congratulations. I now want to take just a moment to introduce the senior administrators of the university who, in their operational areas, have contributed to your education. Their names and photos will be shown on the Jumbotron. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Jack Hu, the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. Mr. Ryan Nesbitt, the Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Kelly Kerner, the Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations. Dr. Raul Srivastav, the Vice President for Instruction. Dr. Karen Berg, the Vice President for Research. Dr. Jennifer Frum, the Vice President for Public Service and Outreach. Mr. Victor Wilson, the Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Toby Carr, the Vice President for Government Relations. Dr. Kathy Farr, the Chief of Staff and Vice President for Marketing and Communications. Dr. Tim Chester, the Vice President for Information Technology. Dr. Marisa Pagnatera, the Vice Provost for Academic Affairs. Dr. Michelle Cook, the Vice Provost for Diversity and Inclusion and Strategic University Initiatives, and Dr. Ron Walcott, the Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Dean of the Graduate School. Please join me in thanking these senior administrators. Many of the deans of our colleges and schools will be featured on the Jumbotron later in this ceremony as your degrees are awarded. I would also like to recognize other deans who are not directly involved in this ceremony. We're pleased to have them as a part of our UGA community. Again, please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. Dean Bo Rutledge of the School of Law. Dean Kelly Smith of the College of Pharmacy. Dean Lisa Nolan of the College of Veterinary Medicine. Dean Anna Chayette of the School of Social Work. Dean Sonia Hurt of the College of Environment and Design. Campus Dean Shelley Nuss of the Augusta University, University of Georgia Medical Partnership, and Dean David Williams of the Jerry Moorhead Honors College. We're grateful for the leadership that our deans provide to the colleges and schools every year, but especially this past year, which was a most challenging time for everyone. I know all of our deans share in celebrating your accomplishments today. Please join me in a round of applause for our deans. I will now call on Dr. Marisa Pagnatera to introduce the first honor graduates for this commencement.
President Moorhead, it is my privilege to present 26 students who have maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA on all work attempted at the University of Georgia, as well as college-level transfer work attempted prior to or following enrollment at the university. We commend these students for their high standards of personal excellence and for their outstanding achievement, and we wish them well as they pursue their varied interests. The first honor graduates are seated in the first row of the graduate section, and I would like to invite you to join me in recognizing their academic accomplishments. The audience will please hold applause until all have been introduced. Josie Eileen Baldwin. Bryce Lawton Bennett. Jenna Lee Buggs. Taylor Morgan Burns. Connor Michael Carroll. Sabahat Chaudhary. Catherine McRee Corson. Riley Elizabeth Decato. Emma Nicole Lucy Emery. Eden Saosa Asese Mwede. Taylor Renee Farmer. Paige Nicole Farrell. Wesley Harris Harper. Radina Deandra Kuar. Madeline May Matthews. Jordan Elise McGuire. Jordan Taylor McNally. Hannah Ruth Mesger. Sahiti Ramkumar Number. William Goins Ross. Emma Grace Story. Laura Allison Sweeten. Eliza Angelova Todirova. Tia Wiantron. Zachary Lee Washburn. Anna Teresa White. In the audience today, there are family members, friends, and colleagues who provided support and guidance to the first honor graduates. Will the guests of the first honor graduates please stand and let us recognize you? At this time, we would like to recognize those who are graduating with honors. The distinctions are summa cum laude, accorded to students with a 3.9 grade point average or better, magna cum laude for those with a 3.7 to 3.89, and cum laude for those with a 3.6 to 7.4. Will those graduating summa cum laude please rise for recognition? Will those graduating magna cum laude please rise for recognition? Will those graduating cum laude please rise for recognition?
At this time, I'm pleased to call to the podium a member of the graduating class who will speak on behalf of her classmates. Megan Perry is graduating this morning with a bachelor's degree in public relations from the Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communication. As a Double Dog student, she is fast-tracking her path to her master's in mass communication with an emphasis in public relations. Megan's status as a high-achieving leader made her a perfect candidate for the University of Georgia. As the class president of Chattooga High School and chapter president of her school's FFA organization, Megan graduated in the top 10% of her class. From competing in regular FFA and Georgia 4-H competitions to being named one of only 300 Gates Scholarship winners in 2018, her Bulldog spirit has always shone through. After being accepted at the University of Georgia, her ambition and dedication to academic success soon qualified her for the Dean's List. She was also awarded the American FFA degree, the highest degree achievable in the National FFA organization. As an active member on the UGA campus, Megan has been involved in the Public Relations Student Society of America, and she coordinated events for UGA Charge, a health empowerment organization. She sharpened her student leadership skills as a Grady ambassador and as a summer staff member at the Georgia FFA FCC LA Center, and she served as the moderator for one of our 2021 40 Under 40 panels. Megan's capstone project is a year-long public relations initiative for the Athens Athletic Hall of Fame. She has enjoyed being connected to Athens, a city she has grown to love, but she's also a global scholar who has studied abroad in Madrid, Paris, and Rio, even acting as a social media coordinator for a local hostel. Megan's commitment to her academic and professional advancement is a reminder to all of us about the limitless potential within every Bulldog. Please welcome an outstanding member of your class, Megan Perry.
Thank you, President Moorhead, for the introductions. And thank you, professors, parents, and supporters for being here with us today. A special welcome to my family for being here for me, especially my older brother, Corbett, who turns 25 today. Happy birthday. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. I'm sure you've heard that a lot lately, but you definitely deserve it. I'd actually like to continue by saying something else that you've probably heard a lot recently. I am so proud of you. I am. I mean, sitting here, caps and gowns amongst your peers after earning an entire degree is no small task. But this paper, this title, that's not what I mean when I say that I'm proud of you. But it is pretty impressive, isn't it? No, I mean that I am proud of you as a person. Now, I know many of you are thinking the same thing. She doesn't even know me. And while that may be true, I know many truths about you. Let me tell you. You are tired. I mean, aside from the many festivities of today, you have worked and studied and fought to be where you are right now. You met deadline after deadline and due date after due date. At times, it felt like running an entire marathon at a full sprint. So take a moment right here, right now, to breathe. Take in what it feels like to sit here amongst your friends, knowing that you have finally made it. As overachievers, we rarely take the time to bask in our success enough. Oh yes, that is the next thing that I know about you. You are an overachiever, a winner, top dog, if you will. Why is that? Because you are a Georgia Bulldog. It wasn't enough for you to simply earn a degree. You knew that right here in Athens, Georgia, is where the best of the best belonged, and therefore where you belonged. And look at you now, seated where legends have sat, and amongst the world changers of today, tomorrow, and far beyond that. You are actually a lot like UGA in that way, because just as it paved the way for public higher education, as this is the birthplace for public higher education, you have and continue to set the precedent in these unprecedented times. As I look in front of me, I see entrepreneurs, creative, clever, and courageous enough to start an entire business amidst global economic catastrophe. In front of me are activists that have braved an entire pandemic to stand for what they believe in, not only in word, but in their actions as well. You are working to change what has been accepted for far too long, be it climate crisis, social injustice, or the importance of a fair work environment for all. You are creating hope in a time when we need it the most. In front of me are also people that are brave enough to learn that it is okay to not be okay. And you are putting in the work to break generational trauma, not only for yourselves, but for those who come after you as well. Know that as you heal yourself, you are helping to heal the world around you as well. You are also strong. You are strong in ways that cannot be numbered or truly put into words. Your strength lies in the tears of frustration shed and the all-nighters pulled to make what felt impossible possible. It is in the heartbreaks that you not only endure, but have overcome, and the lessons that you carry with you from them. Your strength is in the amazing friendships that you have built in your time here, and the communities that you lean on when you need them the most. Your strength is in your passion. It is in your drive. It is in that voice inside you that just longs to change the world for the better. Your strength is astounding, and it knows no limits. I pray that it continues to grow leaps and bounds, and that you never forget how strong you truly are. So how do I know all of this about you if we've never met, never spoken a word, or even waved hello? That answer is actually pretty simple. It is because you are a Georgia Bulldog. We know what it means to fight for what we want most. We continually raise the bar in what is not only expected, but even thought possible. We shatter glass ceilings, expectations, and any obstacle that is in our path, because that is what we do. We here at the University of Georgia define excellence in the classroom, on the field, and everywhere beyond. We always have each other's backs, because a win for one of us is a win for all of us. And that is what it means to be a Georgia Bulldog. So as we receive our degrees, turn our tassels, and go forth in life beyond the arch, remember these three things and the strength that they hold. You are more than any title, degree, or achievement can ever define. You have put in the work to get to where you are now and deserve a seat at every table. And you are a Georgia Bulldog, and Bulldogs never bark alone. Thank you, and go Dogs.
Thank you, Megan, for those remarks and for representing your class with such distinction. When it comes to our next speaker, UGA's Tom Cousins swimming and diving head coach, Jack Bowerly, his numerous achievements speak for themselves. Coach Bowerly was recently named one of the 100 greatest college swimming and diving coaches of the past 100 years by the College Swimming and Diving Coaches Association. He also has been inducted into the state of Georgia, the Georgia Aquatics, and the Montgomery County Coaches Hall of Fames. And he received the Bill Hartman Award, which is one of the highest honors given to a former UGA student athlete based on 20 years of excellence in his profession, and he's had a lot more than that. Coach Bowerly has been an important part of the UGA swimming and diving team for over 50 years, beginning as a student athlete. In his 43 years as head coach, he has led the Bulldog women to 7 NCAA national championships and 12 SEC championships, and he has amassed 47 NCAA top 10 finishes in men's and women's events. He has been chosen as the SEC Coach of the Year 18 times and the National Women's Coach of the Year 7 times. In 2008, Coach Bowerly was chosen as the United States' head women's team coach for the Summer Olympics, leading the American women to 14 medals, the most of any nation. Under his leadership, Georgia has produced 87 Olympians representing 20 different nations and winning 38 medals in the process. His achievements have earned him memberships in the Blue Key Society and the Phi Kappa Phi Society, and his commitment to service earned him the Billy Hudson Distinguished Citizen Award from the Boy Scouts of America Northeast Georgia chapter. Coach Bowerly is an inspiration to everyone in the Bulldog Nation, and it gives me great pleasure today to welcome a true icon as today's commencement speaker, Coach Jack Bowerly. Please join me in welcoming Coach Bowerly.
Thank you, President Moorhead. Good morning. What a great day. Congratulations to all of you. And I want to first of all thank President Moorhead for giving me the honor of addressing this class of 2021. I also want to congratulate not just the students, but I also want to congratulate the families that are gathered here, the ones that are also viewing this on live stream. And congrats also to the faculty, the administration, and the deans that make up this great university. For the parents and families out there, I know this has been quite a journey for you also. I know this because I know a lot of swimming parents. You have undoubtedly seen some ups and downs in ways that our graduates might not even realize until they start families of their own. When I earned my degree here, and it was shaky for a while, from this great university in 1975, I never imagined I would have the privilege of addressing such an extraordinary group of students. And you're arguably the smartest group we have ever had. Why don't you give yourselves a hand today? When I came here to Georgia, I was just trying to survive college and basically trying to find a way to graduate. And quite frankly, I don't think I could have been any further from this podium today. When I was given my first head coaching job in 1979 by Coach Dooley to the tune of $8,000, the thought of training American swimmers even in one Olympic Games, let alone 6, was an actual pipe dream. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we'd send 87 of our student athletes to the Games, where they would earn a total of 38 medals, and we added a bunch this year. We added 9 again this year, and win 7 NCAA championships along the way. We are proud of what we've done, but I questioned when I got the call from President Moorhead, I wondered why he was asking me to do this speech today. I didn't ask him why, but I greatly suspect it had something to do with a fellow Georgia alumni who competed in the in the Olympics this past summer. We had an outstanding summer. The very first event, something happened that never happens. It's taken almost 32 years in swimming to happen again. The very first event of the Olympic Games was swimming. It was the 400 individual medley. 2 young guys, Chase Kalish, Jay Litherland, took a gold and a silver. That hasn't happened for 30 plus years that two guys from the same team got a gold and a silver in the same event. Outstanding stuff. Nine athletes brought back UGA ties, nine athletes with UGA ties brought back nearly, this is incredible, almost 1/3 of our American medals. Being here at the University of Georgia, we've had some great kids, but I have to confess one thing here today. I also coached 2 athletes that were non-Georgia grads. And one, this is going to hurt, but she medaled. But she trained here for 2 years, and she considers herself a dog. She was a gator, but she finally saw the light and came to the University of Georgia. And we had a young man who's now sitting in Oxford for his doctorate in engineering, and he also won a gold medal, and we took him in also, and it worked out well, not just for them, but for the University of Georgia. Now that you are alumni, I know President Moorhead's hope for you is to pursue your dreams and unite you with the world's best. So I'm here to give you the abbreviated version of how University of Georgia changed my life and pretty much opened up a whole world of excellence. I can tell you without exaggeration that this university and the people associated with it have given me much of what is precious in my life and also my family's life. Many of the people I met on this campus as a student are still friends to this day, and these friendships and your friendships now will become more important to you as you grow older. If you take anything from this speech today, I want you to remember that any success that you will have will be predicated on relationships that you build. You will not do this alone. When I came to UGA from Philadelphia in the fall of '70, long before technology made it easy to connect with anybody, I think I called my parents once every 2 weeks. Two professors in particular made me feel like Athens was a home to me. I was floundering. I didn't know what to major in. I didn't know what to do. And Dr. Thomas Tuggle in the English department, who was my first teacher, my first quarter, my first period at the University of Georgia, and a friend of his, Dr. Chambers, Jerry Chambers, in comparative lit, encouraged me to pursue a major I was passionate about, English, and helped me with my schoolwork. They invited me to their family's dinners. They invited me to parties. They guided me throughout my very average academic career. They directed me to professors that they knew I would like, because they knew my affinity to the professor was equally as important as the course itself. They taught me always to be engaged. They taught me to be personal and also professional. They were great men. By example, they taught me one of the most important things that I used as being a coach. If you put the interests of others first, everything else is going to take care of itself. So be engaged, and be engaged with people every day. Dr. Tuggle, Dr. Chambers, Tom and Jerry both, they took me under their wings without expecting anything in return. I was not going to write the great American novel, and to this day, I don't know what they saw in me. I think they saw I needed a lot of help. The neat thing about this day for me, and not just being in front of you, I get to thank them publicly. Dr. Thomas Tuggle, Dr. Jerry Chambers are here today, and if they could stand up, I would love to give them a hand. Where are you? Yep. If someone could find them. Does anyone know where they are? Where is it? All the way up. Men, thank you very much. That relationship started in the fall of '70. All of you here can probably think of mentors who have helped change your lives also, and I hope you let them know how much you appreciate them. And do it before you leave if you have the chance. It doesn't take much to make a difference in someone's life, but being there for them, letting them know that you care, is always a great place to start. Your success in this world will not be solely driven by you. This is important. But it is up to you and imperative for you to define your dreams. Being an English major, it is only appropriate that I quote a poet today. The great Carl Sandburg wrote that nothing happens unless first a dream. In my 43 seasons as head coach, I've seen firsthand the power of a dream that is relentlessly pursued. One of my former student athletes, that President Moorhead knows well, Shannon Vreeland, was not my most talented swimmer when she came in the fall of 2010. In our pecking order, she was the 5th best person in what she did best on our team, the 200 freestyle. She ended up competing in the 800-meter free relay at the 2012 London Olympics, took home a gold medal, set a world record with one of her Georgia teammates, Allison Schmidt, who has the 3rd most medals of any woman in the history of the Olympic Games. You might find this hard to believe, but the history of the Olympic medalists is absolutely littered with people who are simply above average athletes and not great athletes. Think about that for a moment or two. It's actually a pretty cool thing. It means achievement at the highest levels is not limited to a select few. It's pretty much up to you. So how do these average and above average athletes win medals? Some people are willing to train harder, show up for each and every practice, day in, day out, push themselves way out of a comfort zone. I encourage all my athletes to be persistent and consistent. These two traits are the difference between an above average career and a spectacular one. An easy way to remember it is PC. That's our PC at the pool. Persistence and consistency. Being persistent and consistent will take you far, but not far enough. Your A&E, your attitude and your effort, they play a huge part in this also. And it's not just an attitude. Anybody can have an attitude. It's got to be a positive attitude. The fact that you are here in this stadium earning a degree from one of America's best universities, and it certainly is, tells me a lot about your talent and certainly about your potential. Everyone sitting here, everyone around you today, that we all have high hopes for you. But I can tell you from experience that you will not always win, no matter how hard you try. I have coached an athlete that has missed the Olympic team by 1/100th of a second. Matter of fact, it happened twice. Two of our athletes this summer, as much as we had success, two of them missed qualifying for the Olympic Games by 18/100ths. Life will throw you some curveballs regardless of what path you choose. But it is essential that you really go after what you want, even if you might fail. Regret is a lot worse than failure. To see others succeed and wonder if you could have done the same had you stepped out of your comfort zone, that would be a tough thing to live with. When you go after great things, your successes and your disappointments will be greater. But I guarantee you, your lives will be much better for it, and every effort will be worth it in the long run, every effort. To paraphrase a hero of mine, Teddy Roosevelt, far better is it to dare mighty things, even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much. Realize this, you will be tested when you leave here. It might be right away if some of you are starting jobs almost immediately. And how you react to challenges will be the measure of you as a person. Learn from your failures, be persistent and consistent, put forth your very best attitude and effort, and your life will be fuller. In the last few weeks, I've been thinking a little bit about what it would be like to be a student right now as you are. And it would have been challenging with COVID, and as we all know, this is a tumultuous time in our country, which is not quite unlike the early 70s when I was here in school. It's a crazy time, and it's natural for you to have any kind of trepidations as you venture out, and even if you are gainfully employed, and I have a feeling about 90% of you already are. Thankfully, there's one constant in our life that unites us, the University of Georgia. You are dogs, and your university will always have your back and will lift you higher than you ever imagined. You will lean on this university more than you think as you grow older, and I'm living proof. So get out there, dare mighty, dream big, do everything you can do to be everything you can be. I wish you a full life with success professionally and personally. They go hand in hand, and one is a lot better with the other. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Dogs, and let's give yourselves a gigantic hand. Let's go get them. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Moore.
Thank you, Coach Bowerly. Your words are most insightful for these graduates as they step out now for the challenges that lie ahead. Today, all of you become alumni of the University of Georgia. To welcome you into our alumni family, I am proud to introduce the 77th president of the UGA Alumni Association, Yvette Daniels. Yvette is a proud double dog, originally from Atlanta. She earned a bachelor's degree in political science from UGA in 1986, and then a law degree in 1989 from the UGA School of Law. She spent 6 years as an assistant state attorney in Florida and then joined the Georgia Department of Public Health, where she is now Director of University Relations. Her passion for policy, mentorship, and relationship building has guided her career, and it guides her support for our university. Yvette has served on the Alumni Board of Directors since 2015, and we appreciate her unwavering support of her alma mater now as the alumni president. Let's hear from Yvette.
Thank you, President Moorhead. Class of 2021, you made it. Welcome to the UGA alumni family. This family is more than 340,000 strong. Each of us has a different story, but we are all Bulldogs for life. No matter the road you took to Athens, the path you forged on campus, or where your journey takes you, your Bulldog family is here for you. Think back to the moment when you received your acceptance email with fireworks, or when you gathered in Sanford Stadium to form the G on the field. Your Alumni Association honors those moments every day by bringing alumni together year-round, worldwide, and lifelong. There are more than 80 alumni chapters led by passionate volunteers ready to welcome you back to your hometown or to an entirely new city. There are no dues to be a member of this family, and we're ready to support you as your next chapter begins. We are UGA alumni, and we never bark alone. Go Dogs!
We greatly appreciate Yvette's leadership of our UGA Alumni Association, and I want to remind all of you that the support and assistance of alumni are essential for our continued quest for excellence at the University of Georgia. I hope all of you will remain connected with our Alumni Association. All right, it's time to confer the degrees on the class of 2021. I will ask Dr. Pagnatera to come forward to introduce the deans who will recommend the candidates for degrees. We traditionally confer degrees in the order of the founding of our colleges and schools. We ask that our graduates stand, if you are able, when the dean of your school or college invites you to do so, and your degree will be conferred at that time. Dr. Pagnatera.
The Franklin College of Arts and Sciences, which was founded in 1801, is the university's oldest college. Dean Alan Dorsey will present candidates for degrees from the Franklin College, the Hugh Hodgson School of Music, and the Lamar Dodd School of Art.
The Franklin College of Arts and Sciences instills in its students an adventurous spirit of inquiry, a love of learning, the ideals of community and global citizenship, and the values of hard work and service to others. The faculty and I are confident that the Franklin College has provided these graduates with skills, knowledge, and sensibilities that will empower them to make meaningful contributions to our society. President Moorhead, with pride and delight, the faculty of the Franklin College and I present the candidates for degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, and Bachelor of Music. Will these candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, and Bachelor of Music, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. You may be seated.
The College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences was founded in 1859. Dean Nick Place will present the candidates for degrees.
The agricultural and environmental sciences comprise a dynamic field of vital importance to Georgia's future. Our students are prepared to compete in complex and demanding job market, to recognize the global importance of agricultural and environmental sciences today, and to contribute to Georgia's economic prosperity and quality of life. President Moorhead, I have the honor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, to present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, and Bachelor of Science in Applied Biotechnology. Will these candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, and Bachelor of Science in Applied Biotechnology, for which you have been recommended by your Dean and faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The Daniel B. Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resources was founded in 1906. Dean Dale Green will present the candidates for degrees from that school.
Graduates of the Daniel B. Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resources possess the knowledge and skills to creatively and sustainably manage our forest, wildlife, fisheries, and other natural resources for the benefit of humans living today and those who will follow us. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty, I am delighted to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Forest Resources. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Forest Resources, for which you have been recommended by your Dean and faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The Mary Frances Early College of Education was founded in 1908. Dean Denise Spangler will present candidates for degrees in education.
The Mary Frances Early College of Education graduates are equipped with the knowledge and skills to help children and adults, including those with physical and mental challenges, reach their goals in schools, on athletic fields, in medical facilities, and elsewhere in the world. Our graduates are passionate about helping others and leaving the world better than when they entered it. President Moorhead, the faculty and I proudly present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Education. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Education, for which you have been recommended by your Dean and faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The The C. Herman and Mary Virginia Terry College of Business was founded in 1912. Dean Ben Ayers will present the candidates for degrees from the Terry College of Business and the J.M. Tull School of Accounting.
Today's graduates from Terry embody the best qualities of 21st century leaders, possessing the management skills, analytical techniques, and ethical standards to be successful in the global economy. The young men and women who graduate from Terry are prepared to be leaders of their organizations and also to be leaders in their communities. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the Terry College of Business, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The Henry W. Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communications was founded in 1915. Dean Charles Davis will present the candidates for degrees.
The Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communication prepares democracy's next generation to protect our freedoms through responsible and effective representation of ideas, institutions, and individuals. Our graduates understand both the power of media to influence social change and the obligation to exercise that power responsibly. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the Grady College, it gives me great pleasure to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The College of Family and Consumer Sciences was founded in 1933. Interim Dean Sherry Worthy will present the candidates for degrees.
The College of Family and Consumer Sciences prepares its students to work professionally with individuals and families to gain an optimum quality of life. The knowledge and skills they acquire equip them to serve and preserve our most important social institutions, families, and communities by the application of science and their expertise. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Family and Consumer Sciences, I take pleasure in presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The School of Public and International Affairs was established in 2001. Dean Matthew Auer will present the candidates for degrees.
Students join the School of Public and International Affairs not simply to learn about government, but how to govern. SPIA is a training ground for those who will serve others. The outcomes from that training shape the world around us as our graduates become lawmakers, diplomats, policy analysts, public administrators, and academicians who train the next generation of public leaders. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Public and International Affairs, it is my honor to present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The College of Public Health was founded in 2005. Dean Marcia Davis will present the candidates for degrees.
Through education, research, and community engagement, the College of Public Health works to improve population health, promote well-being, and eliminate health disparities across Georgia and the world. Our graduates are prepared to be effective researchers, teachers, practitioners, and health advocates who are committed to improving health for all. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Public Health, I am pleased to present candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health and Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health and Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The Eugene P. Odom School of Ecology was founded in 2007. Interim Dean Sonia Altazur will present the candidates for degrees from that school.
The Odom School of Ecology offers one of the nation's top research programs in the ecological sciences and adheres to the principles of holistic, interdisciplinary teaching and research. Our graduates are prepared for leadership in fields that are crucial to ensuring a future in which natural systems and the humans they include coexist on a more sustainable planet. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the Odom School, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The College of Engineering was established in 2012. Dean Don Leo will present the candidates for degrees.
Engineering is the science and art of integrating discoveries from multiple fields to create technological solutions for continuous improvement in the quality of life. The UGA College of Engineering educates students to be leaders in the engineering profession by creating opportunities for learning, discovery, and innovation to take advantage of our place in a comprehensive land-grant university. President Moorhead, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering, it is my honor to present candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Biochemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Biological Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Systems Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Will the candidates please rise?
By the authority vested in me as President of the University of Georgia by the Board of Regents, I now confer on you the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Biochemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Biological Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer System Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, for which you have been recommended by your dean and faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2021. To our graduates, you represent tangible and inspiring evidence of the wisdom and foresight of those who drafted the charter of the University of Georgia and thus began in 1785 the great American tradition of public higher education. You leave here today as the next generation of leaders of our state, nation, and world. Whatever your future holds for you, your time here preparing for life and citizenship gives special meaning to the words in the university's charter that call the young people of this state the rising hope of our land. Congratulations. At this time, I want to recognize two very important groups of individuals who have contributed significantly to your education at the University of Georgia. First, we're fortunate to have a faculty of exceptional quality and ability. As teachers, advisors, mentors, and friends, they have been instrumental in helping you reach this point. And second, let us acknowledge the real heroes of this celebration, the family members and friends who made this occasion possible for each graduate. I'd like to ask the graduates to show your appreciation to your faculty, family, and friends at this time. The late Dr. Louise McBee, a revered UGA administrator and state representative, once said, "We are born obligated to pour back into the stream that nourished us, to replenish it for others. To the extent that we do that, we have lived a good and full life." I hope that all of you will go forward from today and live good and full lives, creating opportunities for others to succeed, just as you have. We will now conclude this ceremony with the singing of the Alma Mater by Mackenzie Day, a voice performance and elementary music education major. The Alma Mater will be followed by a video send-off. Please rise for the Alma Mater.